What happens when you unite the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist with the studio behind Attack on Titan? Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're all well. I'm the Monio, the interdimensional demon who talks the most about Netflix anime on YouTube, and you're on my channel. And we were pleasantly surprised when Netflix announced the adaptation of Moonrise, a very bold project made by Netflix, and which seemed very promising since its first teaser, years ago. And the first thing that catches your attention, besides the futuristic setting and the quality of the animation, is that the style of the characters looks a lot like the characters from Fullmetal Alchemist, and this is no coincidence, because this is a project by the author of Fullmetal Alchemist, Hiromu Arakawa, which results in many characters very similar to those from Fullmetal, such as King Bradley, Riza Hawkeye, and many others. We can even say that they would be the same actors who lend their archetypes to participate in this new anime, and this combined with the absurd quality of the animation, results in one of the most beautiful animes you will see today. But the Monio, I saw that the animation is very beautiful, but is the story good? What is it about? Well, the story takes place in a future where humanity has already colonized the moon, and the Earth has several space elevators that allow people to go there. We begin the story by seeing our protagonist, named Jack, at the inauguration ceremony. However, the elevator is sabotaged and explodes. Since it is a gigantic structure, many people who were nearby die, including the protagonist's family. To make matters worse, the protagonist is the main suspect of having committed the sabotage, since the government discovers that he has connections with a revolutionary leader of a separatist movement, who wants to make the moon independent from the Earth, and who is supposedly the mastermind behind this attack. The protagonist is then sent along with his friends on a mission to the moon to find out what is happening and at the same time prove his innocence. When he arrives on the moon, he discovers that there are several political conflicts, and that everything is more complex than it seems. The story continues from there, with many twists and turns and secrets that are gradually revealed. One of the great merits of this anime is the characters, their development, and their relationship with each other, which is very well crafted, despite the fact that we have many stereotypes in both the group of heroes and the villains, such as the hacker or the big, strong guy. One thing that I found very unique about this anime is that the characters are very cool, with very identifiable attitudes, and you get very attached to them, even the villains, and the atmosphere of the story is made to make you think that everything will always be okay, and that these characters will not die, and when they do, it is very impactful and sad. The character designs are fantastic, I love them all. The combat outfits have a futuristic and mystical aspect at the same time, and some villains are particularly stylish, and the construction of the scenarios, the cities, the buildings, the vehicles, the world building in general, is simply mesmerizing, on the level of classic Japanese animations like Ghost in the Shell and Akira. The series has 18 episodes that vary between 20 and 30 minutes in length, and one of the great advantages of being a Netflix anime is that it doesn't have to follow the TV standard of 12 episodes of 24 minutes per season, and this makes the pace of the story excellent. If Moonrise were released in TV format, it would probably be divided into 2 seasons of 12 episodes, and the 18 episodes of the anime would become 24, which would make the story too long and boring. The other option would be even worse, squeezing the story to fit into 12 or 13 episodes, and the story wouldn't have time to develop much. In addition, another great advantage is the release format, in which the entire anime is made available at once, so you can watch it all at once if you want. I won't say that the anime has no flaws, because there were things that I didn't like, and an example of this is the ending of one of the characters, who throughout the story was one of the most interesting and well-developed, but she had a sloppy and ambiguous ending, which didn't do justice to the character's development throughout the series. But this is very subjective, and maybe other people will like her ending. If you liked Pluto, Cowboy Bebop, Lazarus, and futuristic science fiction anime in general, this anime is practically a must-watch. You won't regret it. But what about you? Have you watched Moonrise? What did you think? Leave a comment, and if you liked the video, subscribe to follow the next content. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.